Hello everyone. Now, statistics say that 40% of the entire Polish population resides in villages. I have visited a lot of cities in Poland and there are vlogs from some of them, but today we will actually be going to a Polish village. I randomly picked this one on Google Maps. It's called Hrząstawa and it is divided into Hrząstawa Mała and Hrząstawa Wielka. So, enjoy! Okay, we are in Hrząstawa Mała. First impressions is... it's very nice, actually. Like, this is a very nice view. It's also very quiet. Like, I just came here from Wrocław, and it's a very loud city, so it feels awfully quiet in here. But yeah, this is a Polish village. I am now going to go enter it and do some exploration. The houses here are actually quite similar. It feels like they're copy-pasted, to be fair. They also seem to have faces. This one looks like a koala. This one looks like a drunk face. This one looks funny as well. It seems a lot of villages have like one or two main streets with an actual asphalt road, and then a lot of these sort of subsections where there is no road. You know, from what I can tell, this village is actually pretty rich. Like, people have very nice houses here, new cars, stuff like that. Maybe I just haven't gotten to the old houses yet, but like, so far there are only like really good cars and really good houses here. I don't think that's reflective of most Polish villages, because this one is just close to a big city. But yeah, I actually kind of want to live here. Like, imagine you live in a house like this and then you just have a nice trail leading somewhere. Like, come on, why would you want to live in a city when you have this? I think I saw a cat down the road. At least I hope it's a cat. Because, you know, in a lot of these places, they kind of just let the dogs roam around for some reason. And I'm not a very big fan of dogs. And Poland, I think, has like the highest percentage of households that own a dog. I think it's like the highest in the European Union. Alright, that's the cat. That's the Polish village cat. It's meowing. Nice. I hope I do not look too weird to the people around here. You know, just a random foreigner going around filming shit in their village. But so far, this is very nice. Like, I would actually want to live here. You know, this is a very nice place. Okay, Google Maps is leading me through some weird roads to get to where I want, but I think we're making it. Damn. I don't know if the camera really shows how nice this is, but this is really nice. When I was a kid in my hometown of Nachotka, I would often go to my grandma's village in Russia, and, you know, comparing this to the village that I lived in during my childhood, it's honestly night and day. Like, the villages in Russia just feel like some kind of Resident Evil map or something out of Borat, but this Polish village is incredibly nice. Okay, now I'm noticing some houses that are indeed older and don't look as nice. I'm kind of like on the very edge of this village. One thing I really dislike about these roads is that whenever a car passes by, it just becomes a goddamn sandstorm. Like, some drivers are aware of that, so they slow down for you. But then others don't really give a shit. So for those unaware, Polish villages actually don't have biedronkas. Like, biedronka is a type of Polish Lidl, and, you know, it's very popular, but it is only available in cities or towns. But when it comes to villages, the only store you're usually going to find here is Dino. Okay, I actually wasn't aware that there is a żabka in this village. I guess żabka exists everywhere. There is no running away from the store. It's literally on every single corner in Poland. Oh well, let's go in. Alright, I ate a hot dog and charged my phone in that Żabka, and right now we're actually leaving Rząstawa Mała and going into Rząstawa Wielka, which is the second village right on top of this one. I don't know why this feels like an actual international border crossing with flags around and everything. And I think it says Graniczna. I think that's the name of like the river or something which separates these two villages over here. Okay, it says most drogowy na rzece granicznej imienia Świętej Klary. I don't know who Saint Clara is, but this doesn't really look like much of a river. Looks like a little pond to me. Oh, are these horses? Wait, these are actual horses. What the hell? Horses. Okay, now this village has this sort of like little sports area. A foosball. I don't think anyone's here though, I don't think anyone's using it. But this is actually pretty cool. Like, this is pretty nice. Like, you will definitely not find this in a Russian village of like 1,500 people. It's just the rules. Not bad. Not bad at all. I actually looked it up, and apparently this village is 700 years old. Even more than that. Like, what the hell? So there's some kind of pond here. And apparently this pond is like an EU investment into Polish villages. I don't really understand what this is about. Przeciwdziałanie negatywnym skutkom suszy. Something about droughts and their negative effects or something like that. But oh well. This place also has a church over there. So Rząstawa Wielka has a church. Rząstawa Mała does not have a church. These guys, they don't deserve a church. You know, they're savages, godless people. Now this is God's land. This is a joke, by the way. I'm just saying, because there are a lot of weird people out there who sometimes take things I say very seriously. Okay, you can tell there are some very rich people around here because they're designing these personal private gardens that look like this. Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, here's the church. Przyjdź, moje serce jest twoim schronieniem. I think that's like, come, my heart is your, like, shelter or something. And this is a pretty nice church. It is a pretty nice church indeed. I'm trying to understand if I need to pay in order to enter. Oh, you can actually fish here for just 20 zlotys, what the hell? I was gonna leave soon, but maybe I should stay and fish or something. I don't know. Damn, you can actually like do water sports and stuff here. The location is pretty big, and I'm not sure if I want to keep going up ahead because it's very hot, and I feel like I will kind of have to walk a very long distance. I don't know. This is like the kind of place you have to go to with a car, not on your own two legs. So yeah, I kind of want to make it on the train back home, so I'll actually go back. But the place seems pretty nice. The place seems pretty nice. Okay, it suddenly became pretty hot, and I'm also running out of time if I want to make it back to my train. So I'll start going back. Generally speaking, I am pretty impressed. Like, I thought it was going to be worse, but you know, it actually feels pretty nice over here. And considering this village is like half an hour away from the city, it really doesn't sound too bad to actually live here. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Damn. Subscriber meetup.